All right, let's get a little bit of a deeper reading. We haven't done the Friday love reading in a minute. I'm feeling cozy. Let's do the Friday love reading. I know it's Saturday. It's not Friday anymore, but let's do thinking, saying, or sorry, feeling, saying, ooh, don't show me yet, doing, thinking, feeling, saying, doing, and what will create harmony. And what is the happiness potential here? Please. Okay, so let's look at it. We've got, what is this person thinking, feeling, saying, doing? And then you, how are you thinking, feeling, saying, and doing? And that way you can see, did these readings line up? You can also reflect upon how there's probably things that are similar between y'all. Come on, cats. I want to turn, because I want to do overall energy. You don't say. And underlying energy there. And let's do for the feminine. Thinking, feeling, saying, doing. All right. Thinking. Me singing is reminding me that I need to talk to you about sound healing. Because I have a new sound healing service that is available. We're working out the kinks right now, but you should be able to schedule a session within 24 hours. And we will have a little free consultation to talk about what your needs are going to be. So I can prepare the track for you, and then I make a custom track and I sing. And everybody feels vulnerable. I work through a specific set of affirmations for you. And you just receive it. And it can be hard for some people just to receive things like that. Like your own song for 30 to 60 minute sessions. And I'm going to be doing group sound healings. But for now, I do have individual sessions available. And if you're interested, click that link in my bio. Go see how you can book a session with me. And if you scroll down, you'll find my sound healings are probably at the bottom of the page there, along with my other ways of booking readings with me. Ignore that my thumbnail needs to be replaced today, because the rest of them look fantastic. I just didn't feel like doing it yet. Okay. What's the overall energy between the these two lovebirds? We've got the Ace of Spears, which would be the Ace of Wands for the Game of Thrones tarot. Masculine energy, headspace, the energy of the external person. And then the feminine energy, your internal energy, the emotion, the heart. We've got the Ten of Cups. Okay, so the overall energy is, I want something and I feel like I will receive a lot of bliss or joy from that. It'll be very satisfying when this thing happens. If you catch my drift of what that thing might be. I think there's a snake energy that's coiling around this spear thing. There might be some baser instincts, base nature that has gotten in the way of actually having this fulfillment or this satisfaction. So if we've tried to have this in the past with others, it might not have felt as good. Because there's this one thing we really desire fulfillment on. Once that happens, then the rest of the food and the drink will taste just as good, because it's that one thing that one thing. And in some ways that one thing can get in the way of our truly enjoying and feeling satisfied and blissful, right? And so it's a complicated energy. What's underlying that this week? For the external person, the masculine energy, we have the Hermit. So we have this inward journey. And for the feminine energy, we have the Justice card. And I am seeing a lot of this Justice card. And I remember this scene in the Labyrinth movie. This is the Labyrinth Tarot. And how freaky it always was. And that it was made entirely with hands. So, with my own hands, I'm hearing I'll get justice. Brennan Stark has to leave this hermit energy to be able to achieve the justice against the White Walkers. So I get the sense that the one desire we have this week is for that external energy to come out of that darkness with everything they've learned on their journey, bring it into the light. This is an 11 energy here for the Justice card. And reflect that justice back to us. Something like that is coming up. Very interesting. Okay, so now we have, what is the masculine energy thinking, saying, doing, thinking, feeling, saying, doing? What are they thinking about the feminine energy? Well, this is interesting because we're seeing the knives at the foot of the traitor sign where Jon Snow was betrayed by his brothers. And he is seeing himself as a traitor because he had he made this space for the wildlings. He treated them like people. And so he was seen as a traitor too. So I think divine masculine right now is thinking that it's possible that this feminine energy has betrayed him because he has been in that position to have betrayed someone before and wouldn't necessarily would feel like it was justice with that justice card coming out if he were to be treated that way. The other meanings that are coming through here is it's just very painful to be disconnected from this person. Very painful for the masculine energy. Divine feminine. What is the feminine energy thinking about the masculine energy? This could be, what are you thinking about the external person? This is the Ace of Feathers. And the Ace of Feathers is the Ace of Swords, which I pulled today in a mini reading that I did. It was the first card that came out, and it was about getting to the point, cutting to the quick. And interesting because with this Ace of Swords combined with this 10 of Swords, we have 11, which is justice. So I think divine feminine is just looking into a future that might exclude this external person that has been focused on for some time. They're just curious about what a future without this other person looks like. Precisely because this other person doesn't seem to be moving. They don't seem to be budging. They seem to be stuck or trapped in some way of thinking. And it's like they can't liberate themselves from that. So the divine feminine is looking elsewhere. And she might be cutting off or detaching from thoughts about this other person as much as possible. And instead thinking more about her future and open to the possibilities of it. And the divine masculine, I think, or the external person that you're focused on in some cases, it doesn't really understand quite what has happened, but feels the disconnect. Probably does understand, but you know, who knows? Okay, how does the divine masculine energy or the other person, the energy of the mind, the intellect, or whatever, feel? We have the Queen of Cups. So this is Sansa, and she's going into the God's Wood every day to pray. And it's also a place where she plans her escape from this imprisonment that she's experiencing when she is in King's Landing, and she has this evil future husband. And so it's interesting because he sees this masculine energy, sees the feminine energy as, first of all, being very beautiful, being very loving, kind, sensitive, natured, generous, psychic, sweet, all those kinds of things that go with that Queen of Cups energy. Yes, he's seeing her that way. But I think he's also seeing her as looking for ways to escape him. And understanding that it's trying to escape this prison of the mind, because they've both been trapped somehow. So he's seeing this feminine energy really as praying for a way to escape this cycle, maybe with him. And seeking a way to be rid of him. Maybe looking for different offers. Something like that is coming through. He feels her love. He feels lovingly toward her. But he also feels like she's seeking an escape from... I'm seeing that cold slab that she's praying there, which I think is supposed to be the tree trunk in the Godswood. I don't know. But it doesn't look very friendly place where she is. Divine Feminine. How does the feminine reflecting upon the masculine energy? We've got the Empress. And it's interesting because at first I thought I saw, it was actually just the illustration. At first I thought this was a child that was like appealing to the Empress. And then I had to look again. I did a double take. So I feel that Divine Feminine feels that she has this stern maternal energy towards this masculine. She's really feeling herself more than she's feeling the masculine energy here. She's disconnected with the Ace of Feathers and thinking about her future. And I think she's also really feeling like, I'm the one. I'm the one, so I know who I am. She's got this finger up here, like I'm the one. It's kind of an interesting gesture. So it's also got a mother may I quality. Like if you want permission, you're going to have to ask for it kind of a thing. What is masculine energy saying to the feminine? Well, there's the material manifestation of the spiritual one. So we started with the overall energy of the Ten of Cups. This is everything that would give us a sense of satisfaction. And then this is everything in the material that would give us that satisfying feeling. And it's all the wealth and opulence. It's feasts and it's family, it's legacy, it's everything. So this masculine energy is saying to the feminine, like, I want to give you the world. I value you so much. You're like everything. You're my material happiness. You're everything I could ask for. Divine Feminine, what do you say to Divine Masculine? We've got this energy here of the Nine of Feathers. So, I don't think Divine Feminine is really saying a lot of nice things. The Nine of Feathers is really just the worries, concerns, the nightmarish thoughts, the torturous thoughts. But it's really like she's not saying anything at all, because I happen to choose this deck, which I often will read against the Game of Thrones because the colors look good, and you know how I am about things matching. And I think that it's interesting that I chose this one because this is a Pips deck, so there's not illustrations beyond just like the device of the suit. And she's basically just like, yeah, I'm worried that what you're saying you'd give me is just another dream, and waking up from that dream, it's becomes a nightmare, because it's a lot of talking and never having that. That's what I'm hearing. The feminine is just saying like, yeah, I'm afraid that you're not going to follow through. there's fear. She's saying anything, it's like, I'm afraid that this is over, that you're not talking, whatever. You're just going to keep torturing me. You're just going to keep dangling this carrot or tantalizing me in some way. Like, really? Come on. Okay. So then, divine masculine, what are you actually doing? Okay. I mean, it's okay. We have the Ace of Cups, and it's coming out with the Star. And this is, again, Sansa finally putting this light out to be rescued from this place. That's, this is a different part of the story, but this is her signaling to Brienne to come and rescue her from Winterfell when she is there. So this is interesting because this, for me, is like the masculine is actually going to bring some kind of an offering, and it looks like this is what you win. Like, this is what I think the cup that is won at the, you know, whatever, the jousting or whatever the hell they do. So there's this victory or something that this masculine wants to offer the feminine, who's been wishing and hoping for this outpouring of love. And the only way that you can bring an Ace of Cups to someone is if you've filled it up. So he's actually filled up his cup the way that the feminine wished that he would. And he has this offering to make from his heart. What is divine feminine actually doing? The Five of Junk, or the Five of Pentacles. This I feel like is really feeling kind of just abandoned. This is definitely a feeling of being left out in the cold, or potentially giving this masculine energy the cold shoulder, which is much more of what I think is going on. I think what I'm getting here is, look, I'm afraid that you're just going to keep saying that you're going to do something that you're never going to do. And frankly, I'm tired because I know my value and I know my worth and I know what my future can be like. And so you can come and be in my future, or you cannot be in my future. I don't really care where you are on that, because I'm feeling really satisfied. I'm feeling really fulfilled by my life and by finally doing justice to myself when I make connections and relationships and how I treat others and blah, blah, blah. So it's nice that you are saying that you're going to do cool things for me. But at the end of the day, I don't think I could really, I don't think I buy it anymore. Maybe I don't buy it. So I'm just going to, I'm just going to remember the times that you've abandoned me and maintain a boundary there, because it would be really difficult for me to have that experience again. Like, it might end me, right? With the Nine of Swords. Like, you know what it's like to feel ended? Things ending? Yeah. I don't want that again. So I think I'm just kind of keeping my distance. Okay, so we can see how a cycle gets started if that happens, right? So the masculine has to overcome that feeling he probably senses from the feminine of being like, I'm just better off if I protect myself. He's got to be able to overcome that to actually bring an offer in. So let's see what harmony needs to be brought to his reading so that he can finally achieve what he desires. And I'm not surprised at all, because it is the Chariot. And the Chariot is all about letting yourself get carried away by the dragon, in this case, which is your protector, but also your greatest destroyer of things, right? Destroyer of worlds. And so it's understanding that you have to be more balanced in the way you're thinking and feeling, that you can't lead with your head or their heart. You really have to pull forward together as a team. And you have to allow this higher self, the self that's above the ego, to be able to direct where to go, because ultimately it's going to be for the best. So that's what the masculine energy needs to do. What does the feminine energy need to do to have that harmony that we know she is going to have this week. What do you have to do to align with that energy? See yourself the way the masculine sees you. I can't make that up. I can't make it up. Okay, look. This is the Queen of Cups. Look at how beautiful. Okay? This is the Queen of Pots you gave yourself. I picked this deck, like I said, because it looks great with the other deck. But that's very telling because you don't see yourself the way this masculine energy sees you. You see yourself in this less than savory way. Like, this is a person that looks kind of frightening, you know, and you're thinking of yourself as like not as beautiful. You really don't see it. You really don't see it. So I want you to look at your person from your friend's eyes and be like, oh my God, wait, is that person even that attractive? Or do I just see them this way because of how I love them? Because that's what when you are offering out just a beautiful energy, when you're seeing others as beautiful, when you're reflecting that on the world as beautiful, no one looks more beautiful in their moments than when they look like that, no matter what they're wearing, no matter what they're doing. Like, you literally see yourself this way, but the masculine energy sees you this way. And it's the same energy also. You're just not valuing it in the same way that the masculine is. So that's what you have to do. You have to see yourself as very beautiful. And I do think it's an external thing that needs to be, like, you have to be like, wait, no, I am very beautiful. Like, I'm extremely beautiful. And it's hard. It's hard. I can feel the resistance of that. I can feel the reasons why not. By cultural standards, when I say that, it can't be true. So you need to lean into a little bit more of the stuff that you have right now that's surrounding that, because there's something about the body, the external body right now that your fear and your worry and insecurities are coming up around, that's causing you to give a cold shoulder to a potential person who sees you as incredibly beautiful, because you doubt them. You doubt it. You doubt what they are seeing. You doubt what they're seeing about you. And this is happening for both of you, right? Because you're a mirror. What's the happiness potential? Oh, wow. We got the Fool. And we got another Hermit. We got another Hermit. And I think it's interesting because this is the youngest king. And we have the Fool energy, which is this energy of innocence, the energy of the young, and then this very elderly, wise energy here of the Hermit. And I'm hearing from a boy to a man, from a man to a boy, and back again. That's what I'm hearing. And I don't mean to choose gender-specific terms, but that's what I was hearing. And I think it's the idea of this cycle of, and also if we look at their ages, this is similar to Maiden Mother Chrome, right? But we have the boy, and then we have the man, who's Tyrion, who's actually a small but large man. And then we have the Hermit, the older man. So this is also the stages or phases of life: boyhood, right? Young adulthood, and then in our wisdom. So there's something also about that that's really important to consider right now. But to get major arcana cards in what is the happiness potential for me, is there are major mindset shifts that need to occur for there to be happiness between you and this person that you might be interested in right now, or you and a new person that's coming in, however you're taking this reading. And those mindset shifts are, first of all, the Fool, which is the divine masculine energy, or the energy of the mind, needs to wipe the slate clean and just be much more innocent in regards to how they look at relationships and love. I think there's a jaded quality that you and your person are bringing to connection that makes it difficult for you to start fresh with each other. and give each other a chance to become who you are meant to be within one another's eyes. And then the Hermit energy for me is about shifting out of Hermit energy, which is really what we talked about from the start. And actually these cards should be like this, but I accidentally put the Hermit back in the wrong place. This is how it should be. We started in that youthful energy. Now we've learned everything we need so we can come out of this Hermit energy and start fresh with a new mindset, relationships, and love. That's how you will be happy, if you can accomplish that. And you know, I know that you can accomplish that. Okay, let me get a couple of cards for you. First, we're going to have a message from the masculine to the feminine. What would the masculine say? Ooh, we've got mixed in cards here. What would the masculine energy say to the feminine energy, please? Keep seeing that crow spirit. Okay, that says co-create with spirit. That gives me work with me vibes. And feminine, what would feminine energy say to the masculine energy? Time for beginner mind. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Okay. Thank you for confirming that, angels. Okay, and then let's get one of these beautiful, I can't remember the name of this deck, but it's by the maker of the Crow Tarot, MJ Coulinane. Let's just get an energy for the week. Porcupine again, from a different deck. Whoa. Okay, so that is a very important message. Let's get into it. I'm screaming. Okay, Crow Spirit. All my things are falling. Ugh. I'm just going to leave this in the video because you're getting the real deal live. Okay, here we go. Crow Spirit, masculine to the feminine, number 17, which adds up to 8, which might be significant for some people. Masculine would say, as I look around, I can sense the magic that pulses through the world. I have witnessed how every thought can become a thing, how every intention can call the universe into action as the sacred laws shape what I experience. I have to admit, the universe works in perfect order. When I align my thoughts, feelings, and beliefs with spirit, I will want to crow with delight, feeling the excitement and wonder of being in harmony with something much larger than myself. I am saying to you right now that you are right on target now to see your dreams magically come into being in the visible world. The laws of abundance, compensation, frequency, and praise are operating in your favor now. But we must remember to be grateful and praise what is ours, even if it is still coalescing into form, still residing in the invisible realms of co-creation. No matter what area of our lives we're concerned with now, what we hope for is on its way, for Spirit is our co-creation partner. Damn, divine masculine. Okay, we do not hate it today. We like it even. Okay, 48, divine feminine would say to the masculine energy, and this is also very much in alignment with the reading I just read for you guys, so if you stay till the end of these, you're really getting something out of it, okay? Time for beginner mind. When I call your name, you are being asked to adopt a beginner's mind and to approach situations with innocence and curiosity. The old confining stories no longer have a hold on you. Life is full of surprises hiding in plain sight. Looking at the world afresh with new eyes can help you find what you have been seeking, whether it's a relationship, an opportunity, or evidence that you have all you need right now to co-create what you desire. Who knew? I am asking you to be playful and have a childlike curiosity. There is so much waiting for you that you have yet to discover. Oh, I am in love with this energy today. Okay, let me give you the meaning of that porcupine card that was from the Guardian of the Night Tarot. That's what it's called. But I like to use it as an oracle because it also has spirit animals on it. So, 9 of Wands. Here is the energy that you need to keep in mind for this week. The word that comes to mind when I see the 9 of Wands is boundaries. You don't say. Not this week being definitely a week about boundaries. Okay. Boundaries are the secret sauce to getting through, finding the stamina to push forward, and defending your energy against those who drain you of energy and time. The 9 of Wands carries the message that you will need to step back and take a break. Otherwise, you may risk hurting yourself or derailing your progress. If the work must continue, you may need to call in support or delegate tasks. You may need to establish guidelines as to who has access to your time. Exhaustion is avoidable, but if you push through, you do so at the risk of making errors. And in the end, all that will do is create more work. I notice that the 9 of Wands seems to pop up when I'm overcommitting or taking on too much. During this time, I tend to become prickly in my communications, and although my intention is not to cause harm when feeling overworked and exhausted, sure enough, that is what happens. When the 9 of Wands appears, you may need to step back and ask yourself if you are setting yourself up for either failure or a healthy dose of resentment. Establishing boundaries will help you stay on task as well as keep your relationships intact. Are you trying to be all things to all people, or perhaps are you worried about how some may perceive you if you take time out for yourself? There is no need to play the victim or the Viking because neither one will help you find contentment. The porcupine brings its ability to create an area of protection in the event of any threat approaching. Call on the porcupine when you need the confidence to stand up for your needs and when you need to feel at ease, as it will create a barrier between you and whatever it is that is threatening your success. The porcupine brings boundaries, safety, protection, and humility. Wow. Okay. This was an incredible reading. I'm glad I was here with you. Thanks for being here with me. Please consider booking some private time with me. Link in my profile. I do readings Sunday through Wednesday, and I do have some emergency hours available for those of you that need a reading right away. So know that if it's not, did I say Sunday through Wednesday? If it's not Sunday through Wednesday, you can still potentially hop on my schedule. I think on Thursdays and Saturdays or something. I'm not sure yet. We're getting that worked out. But there's emergency time with me. And consider that sound healing. It's going to be great. And I'm going to do an official demo so that people understand exactly what is going to go down when they come and hang out with me. I will see you all soon. Take care. Farewell. Good day.